Hey, what's up, you little freaks? How's it going? Yes, we are doing another part to the 7 Deadly Sins series, and I am doing Lust. And this is actually gonna be my second take for doing this makeup because the first time I did it, I really did not like it. I did like a bunch of hearts on my face, carved into my face, and like the idea of it was really good in my head, but then when I drew it out, it like just didn't look right. I'll probably like insert a picture showing you what that one looked like, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So we're gonna do something else. You know the trends where they do a big heart on their face like that and they bedazzle it and everything? So I want to do something like that, but instead of it being super cute and shiny, I'm gonna make it bloody. Cause y'all know me. We're a little crazy over here. I'm gonna take my braids out and I'll probably put my hair in the back so it doesn't get in my face. But yeah, I'll just jump straight into the voiceover. I'm not gonna bore you with my crazy talking. Let's get into it. But before we get started, today's shout out is going to Valentina Dimnat. Go ahead and follow this little freak, you guys. I definitely took inspiration from her comment right here. Yes. I started by taking out my braids and putting my hair out of my face so I don't get latex in it. And then I just took off all the makeup that the chlorine in the pool melted off so that I have a nice clean canvas. Then I pulled out my amazing CC Beauty palette. The link will be in the description. And I'm going in with the brown color and starting to sketch out the heart. I start off by finding the middle of the heart on my face and then just, sketching out the sides and bringing them to the bottom. The reason for why I use brown instead of black or any other color is that it's the easiest to erase if you make a mistake. Then I took the light pink shade from my palette and I just filled in the entire heart with it. Pretty straightforward. And I do look like a Teletubby, but it's okay, guys. We gotta trust the process. And then I started doing some of the highlighting and contouring. I am just taking some white from that same palette and I am applying it under my eyes and on top of my lip and on my nose to kind of give it more dimension, like it's a glam makeup inside of the heart. Then I blended it with a little makeup sponge and I set it all with some classic setting powder from Sephora. That one's pretty cheap to get. Now I am starting to do my eyeshadow and I'm using the palette Coral from Violet Voss. And I'm going in with a hot pink color into my crease. This is not really an eyeshadow tutorial, so I'll try to be brief. I did my lower lash line as well, and then I went in with a darker shade and darkened that crease and took that to the lower lash line as well. And just with some final touches, I added some shimmers into the center of my eye, kind of like a halo eye type of thing, And then I realized that I wanted a different shape for my eyebrows, but it was too late to glue them down, so I ended up just taking that same color and covering the ends of my eyebrows. Then I just quickly did my eyeliner, including the inner corner and the little triangles going down as well, kind of like the e-girl style thing, y'all know. Either way, I'm using a super cheap eyeliner I found at Target. I'm just using it because I don't care about how long it lasts. I only care for it to, be black for like 10 minutes of me doing the makeup. But if you guys want a good eyeliner, I recommend the ones from Sephora. Sephora brand eyeliners are pretty good. Or the Urban Decay Fine Point eyeliner. That one's also really good and it's waterproof as well. And I grabbed my amazing lashes by Fire Vixen. And the ones I have is Helena. And while the glue was drying on those lashes, I went ahead and just did my eyebrows with black. I made them facing up instead of, having that curve down because I just thought it would match the look better. And then the glue on my eyelashes finally dried, so I just popped those bad boys onto my face. And oh my gosh, you guys, it makes such a big difference. You don't really understand how big of a difference your lashes make until you put them on. Then I grabbed a hot pink shade from my CC Beauty palette and I did my lips, kind of like the Princess Peach style. Yeah. Then I took some hot pink eyeshadow. A lot of hot pink today, huh? Yeah, and I shaded my nose to make it look cute and rosy. Yeah. And I took some highlighter and I put that onto my nose and onto my cheeks to make my whole face pop a little bit, you know, I'm extra. Now I am grabbing a cotton ball and I am unrolling it into a nice thin stripe. It makes it easier to apply. And grabbing my favorite liquid latex, I am using a Q-tip to apply it to the outline of the heart. I did it one side of the heart at a time. And on top of that latex, I am applying the cotton that I ripped apart. I roll it a little bit with my hand so that it's still soft, but just a thinner stripe. And I did the same thing for the other half of the heart. And after I was done with that, I ripped off the excess cotton and started to blend out the cotton with latex into my face. The key here is to just go slow and apply as many layers as you need. I probably did around 3 or 4 layers for the outline of the heart, considering the cotton was pretty tiny. And then I realized that there was too much cotton on one side, so I cut it off with some scissors. If you use scissors, please be very careful. I do not recommend it. And while the cotton is drying, I am taking some red paint from my CC Beauty palette and I am painting the inside of the heart. I'm gonna be putting blood over it later, so I'm not too worried about it covering the whole thing. And then I am going in with some shading around the heart as well. I am using my eyeshadow again, and I'm just, you know, shading right under the cotton on the heart, if that makes sense. And then I did the same thing with a darker shade, this time even closer to the cotton. And by the time I was done with that, my latex is already dried, so I'm using some foundation and just covering my the outside of my face along with the cotton and the latex. And then I am setting it with some drugstore powder as well. And oh my gosh, more shading. I am using more eyeshadow to shade on the outside of the heart this time. This will give the illusion that it's like popping out of the skin. Y'all know. And now, using the same paint from the CC Beauty palette, I am drawing on some tears onto my face, you know, the basic shape. And then I stuck some gems on the ends of them as well. Okay, so my camera stopped recording because it ran out of storage. That happens sometimes. And I did quite a little bit in the meantime because I didn't realize it stopped recording, but I will tell you what I did. I drew little tears on my face with just some hot pink paint from my palette. I glue little gemstones on them. They're right here. I'll leave a link in my description for all the products I used. But yeah, and then I used my fake blood by Maran. Y'all know I love this blood. And I just went over the edges where the cotton was. And I'm not done yet. I'm still going. So yes, now I'm going in with my spray blood by Bloody Mary and I'm just applying it all over the cotton to make it all more red. I'm not spraying it on because it sprays really really hard. But yes, I used that little tip of the bottle and just applied that blood to all of the white spots that were still seen through the blood to make sure that all of the cotton is nice and red. And then, you know, I tried spraying it, but it was still way too hard, so I used a paintbrush instead. I just dipped it into the bottle and used that nice little, you know, flicking motion to apply the blood on the edges. Then I popped my contacts in, my lovely contacts, and that is basically all of the look. I, you know, let my hair down and oh my goodness, look at this, lust. Oh yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all know, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, or, you know, whatever, your choice, no pressure. But I will be choosing one random comment from this video to shout out in my next one. So yes, y'all know what I'm gonna say. Have an amazing day, you guys!